What if I told you that being kind could ruin your life? It sounds shocking, right? But in this video, we'll explore how kindness, when taken to an extreme, can lead to unintended consequences. While kindness is undoubtedly a virtue that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us, there are moments when it can become detrimental, both to ourselves and to others. Imagine giving so much of yourself that you neglect your own needs, or being so accommodating that you lose sight of your values. These scenarios illustrate that kindness, while noble, must be balanced with self-awareness and discernment. This is where Stoic principles come into play, offering guidance on how to practice kindness without sacrificing your own well-being. As we delve into this topic, you'll discover the 7 Stoic principles that illuminate how kindness, if misapplied, can become a double-edged sword. These insights will not only help you cultivate genuine kindness, but also empower you to set healthy boundaries and protect your own emotional health. Stay tuned and let's unravel the complexities of kindness together. Principle 1. The danger of overcommitting. Excessive kindness can often lead to overcommitment. When you're always available to help others, you risk neglecting your own needs and ultimately your well-being. This constant availability can lead to a cycle of burnout, where your generosity becomes a burden rather than a gift. Consider the story of Sarah, a dedicated friend and colleague. She was always the first to volunteer for projects, lend an ear to a friend in distress, or step in during tough times. At first, her kindness was appreciated, but over time, Sarah found herself stretched thin. She began to feel overwhelmed and exhausted, her own dreams and ambitions sidelined in favor of others' needs. Despite her selflessness, she felt increasingly resentful and unfulfilled. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "He who is brave is free." True bravery lies in knowing when to say no and setting boundaries that honor your own needs. Kindness should never come at the cost of your well-being. By learning to prioritize yourself, you can cultivate a more sustainable form of kindness, one that empowers both you and those you wish to help. Remember, it's okay to take a step back and recharge. Principle 2. Kindness and expectation. Kindness can sometimes create unhealthy expectations. When you consistently offer your kindness without boundaries, people may begin to take you for granted, leading to feelings of resentment and unappreciation. This cycle can ultimately diminish the value of your goodwill. Take the example of John, a team player at work who always went the extra mile. He would stay late to help colleagues meet deadlines, organize group outings, and provide support whenever needed. At first, everyone praised his generosity. However, over time, John started to feel unappreciated. His colleagues began to assume he would always be available, leading to increased demands on his time and energy. Instead of gratitude, he faced expectations that left him feeling drained and undervalued. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Practicing kindness is admirable, but it's essential to maintain discernment. Kindness without expectations can lead to disappointment. By setting clear boundaries and communicating openly, you can ensure that your kindness is appreciated and reciprocated, allowing you to uplift others without sacrificing your own well-being. Principle 3. The risk of enabling negative behavior. While kindness is a noble virtue, it can sometimes enable harmful behavior in others. When you are overly kind, you may inadvertently allow others to take advantage of your generosity, which can lead to negative consequences for both parties. Consider the story of Sarah, who was known for her unwavering support of her friend Mark, who struggled with substance abuse. Whenever Mark faced challenges, Sarah would bail him out, financially, emotionally, and logistically. At first, Her kindness seemed like a lifeline, but over time, it enabled Mark to avoid taking responsibility for his actions. He became dependent on her help instead of seeking the treatment he needed. Sarah's kindness, though well-intentioned, perpetuated a cycle of unhealthy behavior. As Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, you cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward what happens to you. It's crucial to recognize that kindness should not come at the expense of accountability. Sometimes, stepping back and allowing others to face the consequences of their actions is the kindest thing you can do. By doing so, you help them learn and grow, rather than enabling destructive habits. Principle 4. Losing yourself in kindness. Excessive kindness can lead to a profound loss of identity. When you consistently prioritize the needs of others over your own, you risk forgetting who you truly are and what you value. Take the story of Emily, a dedicated volunteer who poured her heart and soul into helping various charities and friends in need. Over the years, her life revolved entirely around serving others, to the point where she neglected her own passions, dreams, and even her self-care. Friends would often praise her for her generosity, but deep down, Emily felt increasingly lost. She struggled to remember the last time she pursued her own interests or considered her own needs. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Emily's thoughts were consumed by the well-being of others, leading her to a sense of emptiness and confusion about her own identity. To cultivate true kindness, self-awareness is vital. Don't lose yourself in the pursuit of helping others. Remember that nurturing your own identity is just as important. Only by caring for yourself can you genuinely offer kindness that enriches both your life and the lives of those around you. Principle 5. Kindness and burnout. Constant kindness can lead to emotional burnout, a state where your emotional resources become depleted from always being the helpful one. While kindness is a beautiful virtue, its relentless practice without self-care can take a toll. Consider the journey of Alex, a compassionate friend who was always the first to offer help. Whether it was listening to a friend's troubles, volunteering for extra work, or constantly being available for support, Alex took pride in being the go-to person. However, over time, this constant giving began to drain his emotional energy. The late nights spent comforting friends and the never-ending requests for assistance left him feeling fatigued and overwhelmed. As Marcus Aurelius advises, you must build a fortress around your heart. Alex found himself emotionally exhausted, struggling to find joy in his relationships and hobbies. The very kindness that once brought him fulfillment now felt like an obligation. Recognizing your limits is crucial. Kindness should not lead to your own suffering. By setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care, you can maintain your emotional health while still being kind to others. True kindness flourishes when it comes from a place of abundance, not depletion. Principle 6. The illusion of control. Kindness can sometimes create an illusion of control over others, leading you to believe that your good deeds will positively influence their actions. While it's natural to hope that kindness will inspire change, this expectation can set you up for disappointment. Take the story of Maya, who dedicated herself to helping a troubled friend, believing that her unwavering support would lead to positive changes. She offered advice, listened patiently, and consistently checked in. Yet, despite her efforts, her friend continued to engage in self-destructive behavior. Maya's kindness became a source of frustration as she felt her support was in vain. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, do not waste time on what you cannot control. Maya realized that her attempts to control the situation through kindness were futile. Instead of creating positive change, her expectations led to feelings of helplessness. Understanding that kindness does not guarantee control over outcomes is essential. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, others must make their own choices. Accept what you cannot change and focus on being kind without the burden of expectation. True kindness flourishes in the freedom of letting go and allowing others to navigate their own paths. Principle 7. The paradox of kindness. Kindness can sometimes be perceived as weakness, leading others to take advantage of those who are excessively generous. This paradox highlights the importance of balancing kindness with assertiveness. Consider the story of Alex, a dedicated employee known for his willingness to help colleagues with their tasks. His kindness was admirable, but over time, some co-workers began to exploit it. They would offload their responsibilities onto him, assuming he would always say yes. While Alex initially thought he was fostering teamwork, he soon realized that his kindness was being taken for granted. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This meant not only being kind, but also standing firm when necessary. Alex learned that kindness should not come at the expense of his own well-being or productivity. By setting boundaries and being assertive, he reclaimed his time and energy. The key message here is that kindness should be balanced with strength. Embrace assertiveness as a virtue, ensuring that your compassion does not leave you vulnerable to exploitation. True kindness encompasses the courage to protect yourself while still offering support to others. So, is kindness really a virtue, or can it ruin your life? It's essential to understand the balance. While kindness can enrich our relationships and contribute to a better world, unchecked kindness can lead to burnout, loss of identity, and even resentment. The Stoic principles we've explored today shed light on the importance of setting boundaries, maintaining self-awareness, and practicing discernment in our interactions. By applying these Stoic principles, you can practice kindness wisely, protecting yourself while still contributing positively to the world. Remember, true kindness isn't about being perpetually available to everyone. It's about knowing when to say no and ensuring your own well-being is a priority. Reflect on your own acts of kindness. Are they truly serving you and others? Are you enabling negative behaviors or losing sight of your own needs? Strive for a balanced approach to kindness, one that honors both your generosity and your boundaries. As you embark on this journey, think about how you can embody these principles in your daily life. Each choice you make shapes not only your experience, but also the impact you have on those around you. For more insights into Stoic philosophy and personal development, hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Together, we can learn to navigate the complexities of kindness, ensuring that our compassion enriches our lives rather than diminishing them. Let's cultivate a balanced approach that honors both our values and our well-being.